Hey guys, welcome to Traditional Bow Hunting Wilderness Podcast. This is Jason Samkovic. Today we're going to be talking about this guy right here, my new GPS, why I'm using it, why I wanted this. This is the Garmin Foretrex. This is the 801. There's a reason. Look at the size differences, okay, in here, and there's so many benefits to it, but we're going to take a second and talk about it. So in this one, you can see I'm wearing on a neck lanyard, but it actually is a wrist compass, so you can wear it on your watch. If you want to put the wristband on, you can actually wear it right here like a watch on your wrist. So let's talk about why switch, why change, what we need to do differently. I'm probably going to start sweating because it is still 94 degrees outside. I had a fan in here while I was setting up, but now it's getting pretty stuffy already. So a couple of things. Garmin, actually I'm going to grab that sweat rag. That way I can just have this here because I'm sure I'm going to need it. But Garmin recently, a few months ago, canceled all Bird's Eye subscription services. Okay, so it's very hard now to get aerial photos on your GPS, which was always a pain in the butt and cost a fortune anyway. But I hated it, and I did it, and I had to do it. You know, trying to do it for all the different states I hunted and things like that were just exhausting, and they were always out of date, and they were not good images. And that's kind of the reason that we go to something like OnX. You know, so I open my phone up here, we go here, and we have right here I got my OnX system. Okay, so I got OnX right here. We're just kind of scrolled in anywhere, but with OnX, I have all of my waypoints. I have all the stuff I need. It's a fantastic feature. However, it is still very lacking with a few things. But I love OnX. But since we have that, I don't need to have the maps anymore on a GPS. And if I don't need to have the maps, which I don't because I don't use them, like I said, I haven't even downloaded any for Georgia on here, and I now live in Georgia and hunt everywhere, but it was such a pain to get bird's eye imagery onto these. And if you, like I said, if you wait a year, you have to buy another subscription just to download them. There's probably places you can get some bootleg type maps and stuff, but I don't want to deal with all that. So these here became basically obsolete with that. Now they have the standard topo map in them. I'm in Georgia. I'm in South Georgia. It's flat and swamp. There's nothing there. When I turn this on out in the woods, it's a blank screen or a green screen, but there's nothing, no elevation, no benefit to it. Where in OnX, I have my aerial photos, I have my topos, it's up to date. All I got to do is touch a button on there and go boom, and it updates the entire thing instantly for me on all my my maps that I load. I can do them anywhere. It's just, OnX is amazing. Okay, I straight up love using OnX, but there is still a purpose for a GPS. Okay, they're a good backup. I'm on my phone out there all the time looking at it in the water. If I drop this and lose this or sink this, and you know, it's waterproof, but if something happens to this, I could be in real trouble. Now there's also the fact of hunting in the swamps. I need to be able to navigate back. What I mean by that is navigate certain features. I might have to do a jog this way to find a way to cross a slough in one particular little 10-yard wide spot or 5-foot wide spot, high ground, that I can cross. Then I may have to do another jog, hit another slough, come down 300 yards, find a crossing there, come up, hit another slough, go down a half mile here to cross that one. So there's all these little variables you got to work through. Okay, can't get through this cane thicket. I got to go around it. Well, there's all these terrain features down here. It's not as easy as it is in many places. With that said, I need something that's going to show me the breadcrumb trails. OnX does it, but it is very, very not accurate. Okay, I'll show you that. I actually did an accuracy comparison with this, and both of these, and I will show you the differences here in screenshots. I'll do it right now. No, before I do, I want to explain why and how. So we're going to cover that. So let's think about this. Why would I buy, if I want a GPS and I already have these ones right here available to me? Why would I buy something like this if I'm not even going to really use a GPS for much of anything? Well, there are some things that I want out of a GPS. Again, even though it's not a primary mode of transport or of navigation for me, it is the most important recovery tool for me when it comes to grid searches and trying to find down animals. If you lose blood, being able to grid search is vitally important. That requires accuracy, requires having a GPS. This will not do that. OnX will not do that, I promise you. Again, when you see this accuracy test in it, it'll make sense for you. It's good it's okay, but it's nowhere near what you get out of a GPS, and a GPS is nowhere near what I get out of this. So let's talk about it here, and then I will show you this. I will bring you in and I will walk you through the menus of this. I will actually show you every aspect of this little dude right here so you understand everything. So I will do that here, so it'll be a long video, but we're going to save that because some people aren't going to be interested in it. They just want my thoughts on this stuff. So that will be at the end. We will dive into that. Tabletop, show you everything. I might actually even do that in the house where it's a little bit cooler because like I said, it's still pretty brutal hot out here. But what do I need out of a GPS? Okay, the sock up here, by the way, too. This is just how I carry this thing. Okay, I put it on a lanyard because I do not want that on my wrist, but I want to be able to throw it on my neck when I need it, and I want to be able to take it and look at it like this when I want to. That's all I need. Be able to pick it up, look at it, use it like that, and that's it. But it's just right there, simple and easy. Again, it does have a very nice wrist strap if you want to, or a 24mm watch band like this would also work, and you can wear that right on your wrist just like that if you want to. Me, I'm going to just wear it just like this. When it is not in use, I take it and I wrap this around there, and I'm going to throw it right in this half a sock. Flip that over like that, and I just throw it in the top pack of my pack. That's just going to keep it somewhat protected from getting scratched up on stuff. That's all there is to it. So is it simple? Yes. Is it functional? Yes. And it works just fine for me. That's how I cover my GoPros. That's how I cover all my headlamp. Half a socks. They work perfect. I cut them off, singe the ends so they don't burn, and just drop them right over my GoPro, right over the head of it, and then it keeps it from getting scratched on the lenses. Now, so, I know I'm bouncing around a little bit here, but I want to cover a lot of stuff. What do I need out of a GPS? Okay, what is it I'm looking for knowing that I have onX on my phone, and that is my primary function that I'm using for navigation and stuff like that? What do I want out of a GPS? I need it to be very fast at functioning. Okay, I want it fast functioning. I don't want to wait and lollygag on this thing. Battery life is very important because I want to use it as a fail-safe for me. And again, as I just told you, some of these places you might have to navigate. It's important to have that breadcrumb trail and have it on. Now, the only way that's going to work for me to do that, it's not like when I was in Michigan and I could just lock a waypoint at a truck. You know, boom, click, take this and go, boom, waypoint set, turn this off, and then go. And then when I'm done hunting and I want to get back there, just hit it and go to waypoint, boom, and I could walk there anywhere it takes me, and it's all fine in that straight line. I don't have the luxury of a straight line down here. I have to navigate exactly where I went before to be able to catch the land bridges and the stuff there. Okay, so in order for that to be there, which this has all these have breadcrumb trails, in order to hit that breadcrumb trail, this needs to be on and active to do that. So battery life is tremendously important to me. So we got fast function, great battery life. The other one is accuracy. Again, when I am grid searching, the accuracy is vitally important. Nothing on this, so worst accuracy there is. Next, not so good accuracy, believe it or not, in my testing, this one failed compared to this one, this eTrex 20. They don't even make this eTrex 20 anymore. Now it would be the equivalent, would be a Garmin eTrex 32 would be the equivalent, because this one, or actually the 22 would be equivalent to that, but or 32, either one. But accuracy-wise, this one here is the best one in my testing out of there compared to this. This thing blows all of them right out of the water. And the reason for that we'll cover in a minute when we get into the details. I also love a north up feature. Okay, so what north up is like when you look at your onX, for example, here, because that's easy to show you here on a simple big screen. So on onX, when we look at this, north is up. The top of the map is north. Unless I take and spin this, okay, unless I rotate, north up means that, let me turn that tracker off. what north up does is north up is going to position this so that north is always at the top of my phone. Okay, well on this, I always want, fuzzies from the rag, I always want north pointing at the top of this. That way I don't have, as I move and I adjust, I don't want it doing that for me, and then I got to try and look at where things are. If I know north is at the top, I can look at my route, I can look at where I'm going, I can just say, okay, well this way over here is west, here's east, there's south. I can pick anything I want. It's just real simple. So the north up feature for me is absolutely a tremendous option. I really want it. There's no doubt about it. So that's a big one. And an excellent compass in it too. Now I don't believe the eTrex 20 has a compass in it. This one has the 3-axis compass in it. This has also got a 3-axis compass in it too. So the compass is very important to me. That wins out big time. And the accuracy, like I said, is vitally important, and then so is the quick delete stuff. Okay, when I'm using this, I have on X to put my waypoints in, to put my stand locations, to put all the points I want to put in and do stuff. I can do that on here, and it's accurate enough. Okay, what I want with this is to be able to turn this on at my truck, throw it, take it, turn it on, wrap it up, throw it back in my little sock here like this, and then stuff it in the top of my pocket of my pack. How little and compact that is amazing. Okay, throw that in my pack and leave it and forget about it the entire time. Now, if I shoot an animal, I want to be able to pull it out and start using it for its incredible accuracy for me to grid search if I have to. I also want to be able to use it to get me back to the truck the same exact route I went if I need to, or I want to be able to click on the waypoint of the truck if there's a shorter route in certain areas and just get me there quicker because I'm carrying a pack full of meat. So that's the kind of stuff I want this to do. It's simple. But as I do that, when I get back to the truck and I'm done, I want to be able to delete everything quickly. The track, the waypoint, I want all that stuff gone fast. I don't want to sit here and go through all these menus and then find that one and delete that, then go through here and find all that and then delete that. I want to be able to just kill it all quick so it's ready for the next time I come out and hunt to repeat the process. So it is my fail-safe device is what I'm liking out of it. That's what we're after. Man, is it getting hot out here. Sorry, it is warm in here. I have no breeze. Sorry about this, but it is definitely getting hot. We are going to definitely do the tabletop inside. But let's real quick cover here some of the differences between these. I'm struggling. I'm really struggling here. I'm not going to lie. Every time I wipe my face, I'm getting fuzzies off this rag in my mouth, all over me. This is a real struggle here. Welcome to Georgia. Come down. It's a lot of fun in the summertime. You'll love it, I promise. Battery-wise, let's look at this. Okay, battery-wise, 25 hours of runtime in this is what you're going to get on AA batteries. 2 AA batteries. I got notes here. This thing comes in at 5 ounces of weight. 5 ounces of weight, 25 hours on 2 AA batteries. This one right here comes in at 3.8 ounces, and it runs for 100 up to 1,000 hours on 2 AAA batteries. So 2 little AAAs, and it will run on full-blown hard working mode for 100 hours. In expedition mode and things like that, you can get up to 1,000 hours of runtime out of that, okay? And it's 3.8 ounces versus this one coming in at 5 ounces, and then this one you're only getting 16 hours of runtime, and this thing is 8.1 ounces. Runs on AA batteries. So there's a tremendous difference here, and when I lay them out and I show you this tabletop view, you'll see the size difference is huge too. Yet the size difference is huge between these, but let's look at this and note this. These two have the exact same size screen. Okay, the actual screen part. They're both 2.2 inch screens. So the screen on them is exactly the same size as we look at that, but you're saving a lot of weight and you get a lot of function. So for me, this little dude right here kind of fits all my criteria and does everything I want. Now when we go in, I'll show you the north up feature, the compasses, the quick delete, all the things we can do with that here shortly. But a few benefits to this that make it so nice is the fact that I love the fact that my lanyard on here, the way I'm connecting this, and even if you use a watch band, 2 points of contact. Okay, so if I were to break something, if this pin were to break off, this one will still hold it. Okay, same reason that I use this style watch band on my watch that goes behind, because if I broke that pin, this one is still connected, so I don't lose the watch. It just flops around. So there's reasons for all of that stuff, and me being a durability freak, all of that kind of stuff matters to me big time. Whereas on this one, for example, that is my little lanyard slot on there, and if I break this, then I lose the whole GPS. Okay, so just little stuff like that that matters on there that I like. Now, this one here is also mil-spec. Okay, this is legit mil-spec based. Okay, this is a mil-spec. The mil standard is 8 MIL STD, so mil standard 810 is what this thing is rated to. It's waterproof IPX7, so submergible, waterproof. What else is nice too is this one actually has Bluetooth connectivity to your actual cell phone. So you can set this up. You can receive messages on this from your phone. You can actually download the Garmin Explorer app and wirelessly send routes and everything right to this, and waypoints and everything, and throw them right on this from Scout and from Maps. So there's a lot of neat things in there, but it is also what's really nice on here too is that the monochromatic screen, as you can see on here, is just super easy to read. You can actually even read it with now this is not lit up. Okay, you actually have see the backup light on there, but it's also night vision. You have a night vision mode on it if you wanted to. Again, it's a mil-spec unit. You have that, and then you have all your different modes and your pages and all your different stuff on here. There's your map you can zoom in on. So you got all kinds of everything you're looking for on here, you know, that you want to be able to see is here. And that screen is super easy to read. Now, the system, the navigation system in here, what makes it so amazing is that it actually is called multi-band GNSS. So it runs on GPS and it runs on the GNOS system, the GNSS system that's out there, but it actually has the capability of multi-band. So it will not only run one or the other, it's going to run both, and then it's also, as soon as like BDS and a European version and all this stuff is online up there, those satellites, it will find them all. So let's put this into simple terminology here based on these here. So as far as accuracy wise goes, so on your Onyx on your cell phone accuracy is about here. Okay, what you can get, you know, your actual pinpoint ground accuracy. Your cell phone's about here. Okay, and you can look this up online, but about there. Now, when you go to an actual handheld GPS unit like these, you're going from here for cell phone to about here for your Garmin to about here for this thing right here, because of that multi-band functionality and you know, the fact that it can reach all these different satellites from so many different places, and it does that correspondence. So it's pretty incredible as far as the capabilities of that. And its price is very reasonable, okay? It says $249 with the strap and everything. Now, even you're going to pay I think it's $240 for a Etrex 22. If you want to, the Etrex 22 doesn't even have a compass, barometer, any of that stuff in it. So if you want that, you're going to the Etrex 32 model, same shape, same as the exact thing as this, but it'll be a 32 model, and that one's $300. And I don't know what the new, I don't think they make a 64 anymore. I love these, but now when I test them and I'm learning this stuff, this is my world right here, especially now that I'm using it so much. I love this thing. So let's kind of end that there, and I'm going to take you inside, and I'm going to show you close up with the camera right on here, and I'm going to walk you through all of the details of this thing and why I love it so much. It also has kill switch mode on it, which means, remember I told you quick delete? I can take this thing, hit the power button, I can push the power button 5 times in a 2-second period, boom, 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 and it'll automatically clear everything. Okay, it takes it right back to the beginning. So super easy function, just straight up awesome system. I love it. So let me get you guys all set up here, and then we'll be right back. So you can see the precision of this thing. Look at when I turn. Make sure you can see that good. Watch that arrowhead. Look at that, how fast that is to respond to my turning. I mean, this thing is just spot on. So precise. Okay, now let's change the page to this one. Telling me the exact same thing. 222 yards that way. Look at the speed of this thing's recovery. Telling me which way I gotta go because I'm turning the wrong way. Look at that as we move. I mean, this thing is just incredible. The accuracy is just unbelievable. And so when we want to go back to our truck, we know that it's right there, which also matches exactly what we have right here. Okay, just perfect. See if we turn a little bit. There it is. That's too far. There's our exact direction we have to go. Love this thing. All right, we're just going to go ahead and do it out here. We're just going to rock through it. So anyway, here's the size difference. So you can see all three of these right here. I mean, this thing is so little bitty, teeny small. And like I said, you can see same size screen on here is actually on that one. Here, same size screen. Screen-wise, this is a 2.5, a little bit bigger, but these two are basically identical. So let's take these two out of the equation here. Again, let's show that real fast too. Let's look at the thickness of these. Okay. So you can see in the size, like I said, tremendous difference here. Just a huge difference in actual size. And that's important to me too, because I don't want to carry more crap than I have to. But again, think about that. 16 hours of battery, 25 hours of battery, both of them being on AA's. On two AAA's here, these are two AA's, here's two AAA's. And on this one, you're getting a minimum of 100 hours up to 1,000 hours on two AAA batteries. That's pretty dang impressive. So let's move these ones out of the way here for a minute. And here's that strap too, so in case you want to see that strap, we're talking a Garmin high quality strap, and it is, you can buy other ones if you need to. So it's only like a $12 or something replaceable strap if you want a different one. Set that out of the way. And let's look at this guy. I'm going to zoom in a little bit tighter here so we can see it better. And let's get this set here. So again, I'm using a watch band style on this thing. So let's bring you in even tighter. Okay, and let me adjust you just a little bit here. There we go. All right, so that monochromatic screen, as you can see, is pretty amazing. Now I have mine locked for north position to be up. See how it's 0 degrees regardless of what I do? Now you can see my little arrow in the middle turning as I turn it for which direction I'm pointing. Okay, see, you'll see it turning. Now keep in mind we are also inside my shop, which has a metal roof. And it's a very good possibility we might lose signal in here. All of them, metal roof in here is very hard on that, but we're hoping we're going to be able to get by. But north, you can see it's always pointing north on my screen up. I want that, okay? So that's important. So basically what we have on here, page-wise, this is our map page. We can zoom out, we can zoom in, okay? You can do whatever we want to do here. You can keep going. You know, so real easy, just simple function. That multi-chromatic screen, real easy, but, you know, just no lollygagging, just real easy stuff. When you go to your page mode, you have your page setting. This one would be your final destination, such as your waypoint that you pick. It's going to tell you your speed. You can customize everything on here. You have a compass. See how it's, look how that thing's rotating as I move it. Okay, the compass is always changing. And that's my bearing is that line. It's telling me which way this direction is on here. Okay, in relationship to that for you too. So just a fantastic screen. We go to the next screen. Okay, we got elevation. So if you were in elevation, you can use this, which is also, elevation is a fantastic navigation tool as well too. If you look at a contour line on a map and say that the line is at 1,200 feet contour line, and that's how you want to side hill your way out of here back to the truck, all you gotta do is put this on the elevation mode and you can backtrack whatever direction you want to go along that 1200 line, and you know you're heading right there. So the altimeter is really nice. And then location stuff, I'm not going to show that there where we are, but and then you got your waypoints, you got your tracks, you got your routes, you got setup, you got connection for that. You can hook your phone up to this thing, sun and moon phases, GPS systems, jump master, which is for military, again it's military rated, so it can set into altitude jump points. So a lot of neat stuff in this one. And then if we go to the next page, we got our map. So that's your cycle, okay, map. Your main page with your compass and your destination and your speed, your elevation, your GPS setups, which you can customize all of those GPS numbers. Your latitude and longitude, you can use mil-spec, you can use latitude, longitude, there's a bunch of options. Again, this thing is mil-spec rated. But you can set your waypoints, they're real easy as well too. So if you want to, you can go in here to your waypoints, hit enter, and it's going to take you there, and you can list them all. You can also pick the nearest ones to you. That's a pretty nice feature. So whatever one is closest to you, that you think would be your car, you can just click on nearest and it's going to show you where that one is. You don't got to look for it. So if you have multiple car parking waypoints recorded and you know that where you're hunting at, you're going to be closest to the one you're parked at. There it is, boom. Or if you're going into your stand and you have your stands labeled and you click on it and you want to know which one's the nearest one to you, it's just a kind of a neat little feature to have that. But you got all your waypoint options right here for you. You go back to here, you got your tracks. So you can hit on tracks, hit enter. I can clear all my tracks. I'm at 4% memory used on my track right now. So if I want to hit clear, all I do is enter, boom, and hit down and enter, done. But look at that. That's that simple. Pan and track back will allow me to backtrack my breadcrumb trail, which I will show you a picture of this here in a second. You already did. You saw them side by side. But save track, lists them. You got all kinds of options in here. You got your routes that you can set up. When we go into setup here, let me just show you some of that stuff for a second. You got a time. You got your time. You actually have a countdown timer, a stopwatch if you want it, which is kind of nice for some people as well too if they want to. You know, there's an option there for that if you think you need it. Display brightness, your unit setup, your heading direction, whether you want it up, down, system settings, your track options, your routes, your map options. Expedition modes, page loop, you know, you got everything right there. Reset here will let you go and reset everything and delete all of that real quick. You can, whoop, hang on. Let's go into setup again, enter, and go down to reset. But see how nice and easy this is? And go right there, hit enter, and I can delete everything I want option-wise, just real quick and simple. So that's just a beautiful feature in this thing. So all the stuff we're looking for is in here on a simple setup kind of screen. And there's, like I said, it's got all the stuff we're looking for. Backlight display on there, so you can turn on that backlight right there as you see it, or turn it off and let it just be the monochromatic screen. But just a high-functioning, simple, effective feature. And again, you can customize everything in the settings. You can go through and pick what satellite bands you want. You can connect it to your phone and transfer data through Bluetooth on this thing. Like I said, just a fantastic do-it-all feature size in a very compact mil-spec rated. You can also charge or update it by USB on the inside of here too. So if we turn this off, okay, see here when I hit that button, we go for off. We got navigation mode, or night vision goggle mode, sorry. Watch mode, so if you go down to watch mode, it's going to basically turn on a watch for you. Oh, hang on. Hit the page button instead. Let's go here, and let's just go back to power. Okay, and then we go down to, we got watch mode. If I hit enter, it's military time, and that's a watch. That's what time it is right now, okay? We hit that again, and we can exit the watch right here, or go straight to power off. But let's enter exit watch mode, hit the power button again. I got expedition mode, stealth mode. That stealth mode and is more for, you know, see, I told you we're going to lose satellite in here. But stealth mode is more for military use as well, too. It's going to hide your track and stuff like that on here. It's going to, I can't remember, it lets you keep your waypoints, but it hides your route you took to get there. And then, but then you go right here for power, hit enter. You're done. It's that easy. And then in the back here, we have on here your battery compartment. 2 AAA batteries and a USB right there. So sweet, simple, and easy. And just a very functional, incredibly compact. Love this thing. And it is just amazing. Like I said, I just can't say enough good things about the accuracy of it, the simplicity of it, and the speed of it. I'm just thrilled beyond get out. And for $250 for something like this and being mil-spec rated, as tough as it is, shock-proof, dust-proof, waterproof, temperature-proof, you know, it's just built to handle everything we're going to throw at it. And with the multi-band GNSS system, as more satellites become available too, not only can it get all the ones out there now rather than selecting a few, can get everything. It will also, as more are added, it will be able to take them all at one, you know, do everything at one time. It has that option. All right, we are back in the house here. We're going to lose satellite. See, it's going to pop out because, again, I have a metal roof on my house here. It's going to come in and out. And but I wanted to show you a couple things on here too. Now, first of all here, couple neat things. When we go into page mode, and we're going to go to, let's go to our here, and we're going to, hang on, sorry, I got an itch. And we're going to go down to satellites, GPS. So we go here, we click enter. So when we're on here, now see, GPS is what most of the other Garmins and stuff are going to work off of. So they're going to give you that option to pull satellites from there. And then you also have that one, GLONASS or whatever it is, global, local, national, satellite, whatever. But you can pull from those two. But this one you can also pull from here, and you can pull from here, and you can pull from here, and you can do it all at the same time. That's that multi-band function. So that's pretty amazing on there. So I love that feature. Let's kind of back out of here, and you got your sun and moon data, all that kind of stuff. Let's go back up to, let's go to settings here, setup. So with setup on here too, now this is pretty cool, is this feature here. So if we go down to tracks, okay, now heading is where I'd set up my, you know, my north and stuff like that. Again, now when I go to tracks right here, come on, get that out of my way, right there, and I hit enter on tracks. Okay, notice this resolution highest. Okay, and recording is on automatically, so it's going to record your tracks. But you see down there where it says resolution is highest. So when I click on this, we can set this from lowest to low to medium to highest. I have it on highest. And what this is when you go to your map page, okay, so when we go here to this particular page, every track that you see on here, your breadcrumb trail, is a series on all GPSs. It is, and on X, it is a series of mini waypoints that the GPS is plotting to make that track. See, it's trying to find cell service. I'm only 30 feet in. You can see it's going to dance here a little bit, but it is going to constantly be putting down little markers as you make your route and travel. And so when it's doing that, what's happening here is each of those points are at a designated time interval or a distance interval. By changing this allowing me to change that resolution, I can say I'm driving, for example, and I'm driving to it somewhere. I can put it on a lowest setting and get that whole track set up without loading up that memory. But I don't need my waypoints to be every 10 feet or every 50 feet or something like that. I can let that expand out further. Where with if I go onto the highest mode, it's going to just be that higher resolution. It is going to put a bunch more dots in here, which is going to make it much more accurate. So my track is going to be much more legit and not cut corners as much. So I love that feature, especially for blood trailing and that sort of stuff. So that is just amazing that you can do this, that you get that option to go right into there, and you can set that so that you get full power out of this thing. And like I said, everything is so simple to do on here. It's just so easy. Go down here to setup right there. Can't see there with that setup. And then I go down here and I can change that really quick. Again, that's going to keep upsetting me. That's why we stayed out there and did it out there. There it is, and tracks. And then, like I said, right there. Okay, record interval auto, or I can manually tell it when I want it to record by going down here. And I can tell it here when I want it to record at time, at distance, or auto. I love this. The features of this for what we want to do navigation-wise, come on, focus in on there, is just incredible. This little unit has just got so much power. And again, there's a backlight. And then also all of these pages here, like this one here, this one, you can customize and change these to different features if you don't want it. You can have altitude, you can have all kinds of things on here. And again, you can also have it where that map on this page is going to track your, this will actually track with you as you move, but I have mine set to north up. So north is always up on mine, so it just makes it easy to work with. And then, like I said, it doesn't have reception right now, but you can see that arrow is going to move with you. Just an incredible, incredible unit. Love the, your backlight, but I love this monochromatic screen. It's just as simple as it gets. It doesn't get any easier than this, and that's what I love. It's super lightweight, incredibly accurate, amazing runtime, affordable price, does everything I want, and nothing that I don't, and it's just perfect combination. So all right, there you go. Just wanted to kind of highlight those things for you, and again, let you take a look at it. Nice, simple, functional buttons on there. Your go-to for marking your waypoints, and your mark point for that. Simple buttons. They're all right there on the bottom. Power button, your other, your page button, enter button, down and up button. It's just so simple in design, so functional, well built. Just straight up love it. So, and again, I'm just using a piece of gutted out paracord on there because that's how I like it. And I carry it that way on my neck, and it's just right there, easy to access, grab, and look at. So, all right, thanks for watching.